Hi there, my name's oh wait, one second. I'll be right back. Hi there. Sorry about that. I just wanted to show you Ruthie, who is sitting in my chair. So I am, you know, as many cat owners know, going to do it from a different spot. So this is for the 8th Sunday after Pentecost. My name is John Stevens. I'm pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we are part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where Ruthie and I are just hanging out doing another children's sermon. So I'm glad you are here. All right, like I said, this is for the 8th Sunday after Pentecost, and we are looking at the gospel lesson and also the second reading, which is the same text for the narrative lectionary. So this is both for the Revised Common Lectionary and the narrative lectionary. We're going to talk about the Ephesians text first, and so it has a lot to do with family, a lot to do with being a member of God's family, being a member of the family of faith, and what does that mean. And so I just got back from spending 10 days with my family, which was amazing because I hadn't seen them for 16 months. It was a long time. And I am reminded that when I hang out with my family, there is particular traits that we have that just spell out that we are part of the Miller family, we are part of the Stevens family, and there are many things about us that that show that. I mean, you see a picture and you're like, ah, there we are. And one of the things that I talk about with the kids and with my family, and not family, with my family, but also with the family of faith at Zion, is I have, and it's part of my family. Many members of my family have it. It's an essential tremor or a familiar tremor where the hand shakes just a little bit. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But especially when I'm holding up the communion cup, the chalice, I'll get a little tremor. As you know, if you've been with me for a while for the Dollar Store Children's Sermons, that I do sleight of hand magic. And there are times where I'll be doing something and my hand will shake and I have to mention it. I mention it, and that's important because people notice it. Did a magic show just about 3 weeks ago for day camp. And one of the kids, I didn't mention it at the beginning, one of the kids asked in the second trick, "Why are you shaking so much?" Or "Why is your hand shaking?" Because it wasn't so much, but it's enough. And so I'm like, oh, thank you for bringing that up. Let me tell you about that. So we talk about the things that we have in common, family of faith, and then so with that, we can talk about the things that we have in common. And the one thing we have in common is Jesus Christ. And through that gift of grace and gift of faith, Jesus pulls us together and we are made into this family. So you could talk about your own family, things that you have in common. You could, the springboard from the dollar store is a name tag. They put that name tag and you can put in there child of faith, child of God, beloved of God, and so that ties that in. So using that family image. So there's that. So that's the Ephesians text. The gospel out of Mark, I am looking at, and I've done a children's sermon on this before, and it's a stuffed animal or a place that you find restful, a place that you like to go to. I think a lot of this is, I'm thinking about it because I'm coming back from, when we were in Montana, we went up to our cabin for the day, and there's a point where there's places there that really feed my soul, that I withdrew to a quiet place. Holden Village, just out of Chelan, Washington, taking the Lady of the Lake 2 across Lake Chelan and taking the bus up to Holden Village it is a place it's a thin place for me. It's where I really just, if you've been there, you know. If you haven't, please do yourself a favor and go. But so the springboard is a stuffed animal, something to talk about how we are called to rest, and it is important, and sometimes it's really hard because, it's not in our nature to take naps. I love naps. When I was a kid, I didn't like naps. So, to talk about that, about how we are called to rest and how it is ultimately for it's God has our best interest in heart. And here are these disciples that have been sent out, and they come back, and Jesus is like, withdraw to a quiet place, rest, recharge. And so those are some springboards, some ideas for this coming up Sunday. Thank you for being here. Thanks for your partnership in the ministry, and I hope you're doing well. I'm recording this. Tomorrow we go back to worship in the building for the first time in a long time. That's for the 11th. This, of course, is for the 18th, and so getting this up, and so there we are. It seems like I'm there, I'm here, and I'm everywhere. my brain is like, okay, we can do this. So keep me in prayer. I'm keeping you in prayer, and know that I am very thankful for all the work that you do, and I know your congregations are as well. So blessings and peace, and we will see you next week.